Hey guys, so I thought I'd try something new for my channel, is maybe give you guys a little snapshot into what I'm selling. It's very eclectic. I pretty much will sell anything if I can make a profit. So this video is going to basically be highlighting things that sold on the higher end, and then also some other like bread and butter items, things that don't sell for a ton, but you know, I sell a bunch of them and it all adds up. So I'm going to turn the video over to screenshots and I'll do some audio explaining what sold and what I bought it for, what it sold for, what the shipping was, if the buyer paid or if I paid, and then what my final take home is. Thought it might be interesting and maybe give you an idea of things if you're out there searching for things to resell, maybe some bolos, things to kind of keep an eye out for that sell for more than you might expect, and ultimately just a snapshot into what I do. All right, let's take a look. Alrighty guys, so this is my first time doing a recording of my screen, and I can already tell you it's gonna probably be awful. But we'll see how well it goes. So anyways, I have picked 14 things to share with you guys that have sold in the last 10 to 14 days. Some on the higher end of the price bracket and some more on the lower end, more of those bread and butter items that I'm going to sell more of as a reseller, that they all add up and give me a nice profit at the end of the month. So let's just jump right into it. So this first one is a Pioneer Women jadeite, whatever you call this. It's a peppermill. Thank you, brain. Jeez. Anyways, these are sold at Walmart. If you didn't know, this Pioneer Woman, I found this at a Goodwill for $5.71, and it sold pretty quickly, I think within about 5 days, and the buyer paid full price of $59.99 and ended up paying about $10 in shipping. So after my initial investment and the fees with eBay, I made a profit of $44.30, which I was pretty excited about. This next one I found at the bins is a little teeny plush. He's 6 inches. He's new in his little plastic with his little brown paper bag. He's a no frills bear, made in 1985. I found him at the bins. I guesstimated I paid about $1 for him, and he sold. I accepted an offer of $29.99, and I paid the shipping of $3.42. So after fees and my initial investment, I made a whopping $20.55, which I, again, was super stoked to make on a teeny tiny plush. Okay, so the third one was this cute little cobalt blue and white ceramic owl. I found him at a Goodwill and paid $5.71 for him and sold him on sale for $26.99, and the buyer paid $11.63 in shipping. So after fees and everything, I made $16.07, which, you know, isn't a huge amount, but I'm not batting an eye at that at all. So I'm super happy to make those $10 to $20 sales any day. Next, I like to sell these vintage vacuum attachments. I don't know if you would really think about selling them, but I find them at the bins all the time, and everybody is looking for replacements. So this is for Electrolux vintage vacuum. Sold 6 of these attachments in a lot. I guesstimated I paid about $2 at the bins for these and ended up selling them on sale for $22.50, with the buyer paying the shipping of $12.95. So my profit on these was $15.24. Not bad. Okay, next was this Adidas soccer ball. It was brand new. It was deflated, so I put some air in it for the pictures, and then I did deflate it again and ship it just in a poly mailer. I found this actually at the bins. I guesstimated paying $1 for it, and it sold within a week for $29.99, with me paying the shipping of $6.28. So my profit was $18.28. Next, I have this beautiful Fire King Anchor Hawking jadeite baking pan. This is contemporary. It's new. I feature this in my Idaho largest garage sale video. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and check out my channel. I paid $5 for this, and it sold within about 5 days, I believe, for a full asking price of $59.99. And they did pay the shipping, which was $15.51 to get it to them. So my profit after fees was $44.13. So keep an eye out for these. Anything jadeite, obviously, since we had this jadeite and then now this one. Even if it's contemporary, both of those aren't vintage pieces, and they sold really well. So keep an eye out for those. The next 3 items are these teeny little molds. They are copper. The brand is Birthgram, and they are an inch. What is it? No, 1 inch 34. God, I cannot talk. 1 3/4 inch. Oh my gosh. Anyways, they're little. They're teeny. So to get $22.49 for each of these was pretty exciting. I did pay the shipping, which wasn't much. It was between $3 and $3.50 per little mold. So I have the lion, the rooster, and the sun. I found these at the bins, and I guesstimate that I paid about 50 cents each, and again sold for $22.49. So after paying 50 cents each and then the shipping for all 3, my total profit is $45.20, which is awesome. Okay, so next, another vintage vacuum item. It looks a little dingy, but you know, it's in good condition. A replacement hose for an Electrolux. I paid about $3 for this, and it sold for $35.99 with the buyer paying shipping of $13.17. So my final profit is $26.20. Next, I have a set of 4 of these Lennox percussion bowls. They are, the name is Temperware. There we go, by Lennox. And the pattern's percussion. So I have 8 of these, and I sold them in lots of 4, and actually the same buyer bought both lots, so all 8 bowls. So they ended up paying $84 is what we agreed upon for all 8 of them. And then they paid $14 shipping. So after my initial investment and the fees with eBay, I made $65.17. So that was fun. And these took a little while to sell. I think about 4 months. Sometimes you have to sit on dinnerware sometimes, but I couldn't not get them because look at them. They're adorable. Okay, so next, I paid up for these. In terms of paying up, it really isn't much, but more than usually I like to. I paid $10.14 for all 3 pieces here. This is Princess China, and the pattern is Bridal Wreath. And let me find the bottom for you here. Here we go. Princess China True Tone. Made in the USA, Bridal Wreath. Again, I paid $10.14 for these, and I found them at a Goodwill. Ended up selling them on sale for $89.10, and the buyer did pay the shipping of $20.86 with a final profit of $66.49. Next, I have this fireplace screen. It's metal. It's 3D. I believe these are originally sold at Costco. They're pretty highly sought after. Whenever I come across them, I pick them up, and they sell pretty quickly. I paid up for this. I paid $15, but I knew I would be able to sell it for some nice profit. They did end up paying the $97 for it, and they paid a whopping $42.20 to get it shipped to them. So they wanted it. My final profit was $67.51. And the last item I have here is another plush. Keep an eye on plush, guys. Don't sleep on plush. It takes a while to kind of to know what to look for. I knew instantly I wanted this one when I saw its print. It reminded me of Pendleton, and anything Pendleton sells. That Aztec print sells really well. So anyways, I bought this at a Goodwill for $2.11. They paid asking price of $29.99, and I did include shipping, so I paid $4.50 shipping. So after shipping and fees and my initial investment, I made $19. Did I say that wrong? $19.30. So with those 14 things, I paid $55.17. And then after my fees and after any shipping that I provided, my final profit was $448.44. And I don't think that's too bad for 14 things. Obviously, I did have to go out there and find the things and source these items, which obviously I don't mind. I love shopping, so it's not hard for me. But there is time on the back end if anything needs to be cleaned. Obviously, sometimes plush needs to be spot treated. And then obviously taking pictures, doing any research to know what to list them at. And then, creating the listing and packaging. But for $448.44 for 14 things, I am happy. Okay, guys, if you don't mind, I would really appreciate if you can comment below and let me know if this type of video is something that's interesting to you. If you had any suggestions as far as if you liked this format of me sharing my screen, if this is something you would watch again in the future, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it. Thanks so much, guys.